wondered if you ever thought about doing this with other businesses, like insurance companies. Then he gives me his phone number in the voicemail and he says, call me. And I'd be happy to pay for a consultation if you'd like. Well, how am I going to call you? So I'm supposed to call you, Steve, and I'm supposed to say, hey, what's your idea, blah, 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 and then say, maybe you should pay me for a consult. No, I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to text Steve, I'll have Nigel do it, and say, brother, you need to see the course. You really do need to see, because I know he found me on YouTube.
Right.
And he goes to the website, he calls the toll-free number, and he leaves a message regarding talking to me. The fountain's going. I think, is it 5 after? Yeah. So, you can only see the fountain over there. So, it's kind of heartbreaking because this guy sounds like an intelligent business person. And yes, of course, I have dealt with other businesses through friends and family. And even, I'll have someone after a laundromat, and after X amount of time, they get a store. Then they reach out and say, hey, can you negotiate for a barber shop, which was always their vocation. They worked as a barber. And they want to use the free laundromat as a free barbershop.com system, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Pay my retainer and we'll go after some barbershop. It's fine with me as long as it's the same strategy, as they say in Mexico. I'm fine with it. But just hearing these messages, the guy's like, call me. I would rather call Trey because you've seen the course, you pressed a button and you said, I don't know how this is going to go, but people they think they're going to get on the phone with me and all we're going to talk about is Laundromats, right?
Right.
I can't serve you well if I don't know what you're all about. Now I know some history. I know that you're well positioned to get yourself a store or 10, and the work is up to you. Doing this is up to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to go to Vegas and throw $10,000 on the table every night? Happy to lose it, because gambling means fun. If you enjoy the sport, you go do it. Some people say, I love mountain biking.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could afford a blah, blah, blah bike. I don't know. It's a sport. And if you...
money to get this special bike to go do what I want to do.
Yeah, that's great. But it's funny with me because I bring friends and family to casinos. Oh my God, my cousins, Jackie and Andrea, and my Aunt Mary Lou. You were there, Shelley. All three of them doubled their money. I just promised these people, I go, come with me and play craps. And it's never failed. Last night it was Carrie. She threw $300 down. I threw 10 grand down. She ended up with $1,100. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
That's a win right there. That's crazy. I've never gambled in my life. No.
Bro, we got the police sniper team in a chopper like right up our ass right now. I think security knocked on our door. Yeah, this is kooky. Wow. They're like slow flying by.
Are they expecting something or is this like...
Well, they might have had a threat or something, but check out, you're gonna love this. I wish I could read without readers. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. We're thrilled with your hotel choice. All busy Vegas entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Formula One. Here's the bad news. My buddy John, who's a Marine Scout sniper, he's hilarious. He read this. helpful tips to enjoy your stay. For the safety of all attending the event, members of our security team, listen to this, will be performing random room inspections throughout the weekend. Privacy please signs will not be honored during this brief inspection. Scary.
It's not, yeah, it's not.
It is not necessary to be present in your room. Oh, thanks. Thank you in advance for your cooperation in this project. Now that paragraph is sandwiched between helpful tips to enjoy your stay and what times will the strip and surrounding areas be closed to the race. Like they just snuck it in there. And I'm not upset. You know, I'm upset when someone pulls some bullshit, obviously. I was friends with Charlie Kirk. Let's just leave that at that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Bad, God bless him.
Yeah, that whole debacle was insane, honestly.
I want to get to work, so what do we do? What questions do you have for me? How can I help? What concerns can I alleviate? Let's put it that way.
Concerns? Honestly, I really don't have any concerns. Like, I know the process, you know, I've been like deeply diving into live negotiations lately. And, you know, I hear the people's concerns when they're in the messages or they're calling you with concerns, and it's like, a lot of that stuff's it's answered for the most part.
Yeah. The monster under the bed, as I call it.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm having difficulty trying to come up with something like, you know, some fearful question that you haven't already answered in your course.
Good. I think for you, it was a little bit of a personal roller coaster in your life. And now you've come back into the station, the ride is over, and you're saying to yourself, I'm calm, I'm ready, and you know what's next. You tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right. You got it. That's like the nail on the head. It's like a veil has been lifted, honestly, recently in my life.
Good.
Just getting over things from the past and trying to, you know, correct the course, you know, for the long haul.
I'm not going to call this guy Steve on the telephone and say, hey man, what's your plan? Yeah, absolutely. Pay me some money so we can consult tomorrow. Click. Like that would be so almost like extortion, right?
Yeah, that's what I like about you too, because like there's so many, like in different areas, it's not even just business. It's, oh my goodness, you know, health and mental well-being, that's a business now. The dating world, it's a whole pyramid scheme of like, because there's so many like content creators and other course sellers, and you see their prices and they're just like out of this world.
Well,
if you have money, it's like, why would you spend that much for like a dating course or something like that?
If you have money, just flaunt it. The bitches will come.
Exactly, that's true.
You said something. So when you're looking at my Instagram, YouTube, and now I have fucking TikTok, you know, I gave in. My boys just set it up for me and it's off and running. I don't even, whatever, don't get me started. So in your journey, now you're on this list of laundromat wanters. Have any of these other gurus infected your phone?
You know, it's kind of funny because when I found you, I wasn't really looking for anything in regards to laundromats. I was looking for like simple business startups or something that's like, I was trying to get away from all the baloney because I was looking up like drop shipping and what else was there? There were some other businesses like real estate, things that just looked so complex and vast and like you have to go through all these, you know, like you have to go back to school and all this crap and pay $20,000 for a course, and it's like, I was looking for something. I was looking for smaller channels. I remember specifically looking for smaller channels. That's when I found you.
Oh, thanks.
There's a couple other like adjacent, you know, business adjacent people
Right.
He's got a small fan base.
But in the laundromat, specifically in the laundromat niche, I'm sure you saw someone, and I just love to, this is very selfish of me to take your time and ask this question, but.
Not to cut you off, but there's one girl I found. And
Yeah.
I can't remember her name for the life
Of course you can.
Just after years of watching you, there's only one other, or a couple other, that I've found. There was another guy, he owned one, and he wasn't like preaching buying businesses or buying laundromats. He was just trying to teach his followers how to maintain it, how to bring in the customers, how to advertise after buying the laundromat. I don't know why anybody would do that, right? And then there's this girl that came up recently, and she's like teaching people how to go and buy laundromats, and I'm just like, wow. I wanted to say something in the comments, but I'm like, again, it's like,
Oh, that'll get erased.
Does everybody need to hear it?
That'll get erased. Now, it's funny because you said you found her. You didn't find her. She found you. Those people spend tens of thousands on ads. Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, we all know who she is. And, we're live on YouTube right now, and I don't do that normally, but I'm in Vegas, and we have already had a lengthy discussion, and your private and personal stuff isn't something that anybody should listen to, and then we do the calm ending of our conversation, which is always nice and calm, no matter where I'm at in the world. I know that this is important to you. I'm not going to say to you, hey, I'm on vacation. Like, I hate that word. I hate it. Because the guy that sits on the beach 2 weeks out of the year, and in 10 years he'll get 3 weeks. God bless him. You shut your mind off to work. You've worked construction most of your life. You don't get weeks off. You get months where you don't get paid. And you sit pissed off that you don't have any work. It's not a vacation.
Yeah, hell, my parents, they're that way. They're retired, but they haven't. You know what I mean? They say they're retired.
Yeah.
They're still working.
Let's see if you're a fan. The poor spend money. The middle class saves money. And the rich do what?
They invest, right?
They invest money. Now, there's further caveats to that, right? I could go on and on all three. The poor spend money they don't have. Credit.
Yeah.
Or they get that $2,000 insurance check. I'm sorry. IRS refund. And they run out and buy a flat screen, right? They shouldn't have bought a flat screen. They should have put it in a low interest bearing account or bought some gold or silver. So the middle class saves to a fault, like your parents, like the greatest generation did. They won't throw away a fucking mayonnaise jar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They'll fill the mayonnaise jar with quarters. They'll have $300,000 liquid in a low interest bearing account, and they haven't been on a vacation in a decade.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I can give like an analogy, it's like, a squirrel getting ready for winter, and they
Yep.
find like one nut, and they're just like, oh my gosh, this nut's amazing. I'm gonna just eat this one nut.
Eat the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
And teetering between, starvation and, subsistence,
So you know what's funny? Here's the caveats. The poor spend money they don't have. The middle class saves to a fault. And the rich invest money they don't have. Ooh,
Right.
that'll blow your mind. I'm looking at a $2 billion casino. It was one man's idea. But one man didn't spend $2 billion. He went out and found investors and he said, I'm going to put a mini bar in the casino. They're like, what are you, fucking nuts? We don't give away free beer. We want people to go down to it's the way that they've always thought things should be, right?
Right.
Let's get them down to the casino where we give them free beer and they spend $1,000 for every bottle. Change that thinking. Tell me in the comments if you know which casino I'm talking about. It was one man's idea. His wife and him visited a place that they loved, that they couldn't get over. And he said, I'm going to do that in Vegas. Shit, they got a pirate ship. They've got the most expensive fountain on planet Earth. Here comes the police again. There's a dude hanging out of the chopper with a goddamn sniper rifle. It's absolutely badass. And they're flying between the buildings at about 300 feet, right over the track. And I guess that's supposed to scare anybody. But they came into our room. They pounded on the door, security. I thought it was my friend John. And then they opened the door. Did you open the door, Shelly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they said, I just need to look at the window. All right, thank you. And they're looking for a setup. Be a very different visit during SHOT Show. There's a pool table with a 50 cal. We're like, no, we're just looking at the gun, dude. What the hell?
I don't know how you're getting out of that one.
Shh. You are well positioned to get to work, so let's go.
Okay.
Did you think of that burning question?
The burning question.
What is the question? Maybe there are none.
Oh, man.
And that's okay. If you have dude, you have my number. If you have small questions, text me. If you have big questions, text me. If the question deserves a canned answer, I'll write it back, right? If it deserves a phone conversation, we will have that conversation.
Okay.
I never get on a consult with anybody and I don't have a goal, right? It's up to you to have some goal that we can set together. My goal should be to get your money. Let me get your credit card right now, Trey. Let's get to work. That's not me. I don't charge enough for what I do for the people that do the work. When you go through my LOI, when you sign a lease, when 5 years later you call me out of the blue at midnight because you go, somebody tried to break into my change machine, what do I do next? I'll pick up the phone and we'll talk. I'm talking to clients who got their stores 15 years ago now and want to renew their leases. That's new, right? When you're doing this 21 long years, shit's gonna change, right?
Yeah.
I didn't earn my fortune selling courses, dude. And that's why I don't charge a lot of money, because I'm trying to overcome all the bullshit. And my impetus for doing this was always the industry, like, God, I hate this industry. I love the money I make in my laundries and the way that I do it, but everyone is saying, let's take a newbie, let's talk to them about buying a laundromat. You're buying a business in rented space with busted up equipment, no procedures, no good people, and no process to, quote, Marcus Lemonis. I give credit where credit is due. None of this is difficult. The laundry business is not hard. But I don't know percentages, but a fuck ton, let's say that's the number. That's the number. FT. It's like a mathematical equation. A fuck ton of people are buying laundromats. And then you know what they do? They realize, wait a minute, there's no money to be made. I've got old equipment. I've got no processes in place. The people that worked here were horrific. I had to fire them, and now I'm working here 40 hours a week. Or you see some slick guy doing a live video on YouTube with the Eiffel Tower in the background, and you think, well, that can't be real. Nothing's free. My ass.
Like really good discernment these days.
Yeah, and it's just, you watch someone.
How saturated.
You're right. All of a sudden, 20. Yeah, fake guru. There's 28 channels about laundries now. In 2019, it was me and the Coin Laundry Association had a channel where they would put, I don't know, a washer on a cycle every now and then. It was, and it's, now they've hired my editor, believe it or not, and my videographer, which is fine. because through those channels, I hear it's going to happen. They ask me if it's okay with me, and I say absolutely. I love it. I say in my course, join the CLA. I say in my course, get their magazines. But you also have to be a disruptor. You also have to do some shit different. They won't tell you, for instance, coin or card. They'll have an article about it and say, well, we love coin because of this, and we love card because of that. And then the next page is what? An advertisement for a card machine. Yeah. And they have to, it's like the old Guns and Ammo magazine. They would say, oh, every pistol's great. You want a magazine that says, hey, this thing doesn't feel right in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah, just an advertisement, blanket advertisement.
And the next page, this Colt 1911 is not good. Sorry, is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Next page, there's a Colt 1911 ad. Okay, and they give you a bunch of guns for free. Whatever, it's the way it was. Now it's Recoil Magazine. By the way, run to your newsstands. Recoil Magazine, is it today? Today, tomorrow? The next one that hits newsstands, one word, Recoil. I'm featured heavily in Recoil Magazine. It's really about my pickup truck. They have a section in the magazine. I love Recoil. It's like Maxim Magazine meets guns. So good. They have a section called Transport, and it's about vehicles. And it's funny because when I was at the editor-in-chief, partial owner, Ian Harrison, he's a friend of mine. I love Ian. And he connects me with their guy, and we hit it off right away. And I said, we're talking on the phone about the article, which is really about my truck, because it's got flamethrowers and machine guns and literally smoke screens and flamethrowers. So countermeasures. I get on the phone. I said, I feel like I'm Rolling Stone right now. I know it's about my truck, but I feel like D'Angelo walked in with a half-lit cigar in his underwear. He was scruffy, and he was wearing what looked like a $2,000 smoking jacket and nothing else. And he's like, don't worry, the article will be about you and your truck, and it is, and they even put pictures of me in it, so it's kind of cool, because normally it's a very extensive, but very dry article about an up-armored vehicle, you know what I mean, or a new truck that's coming out, or some individual who built a truck with lots of bolt-on parts, you know what I mean, when they take a Jeep and they go out and turn it into a camper.
Right.
Yeah, but mine is kind of like, what did Danny do to the war wagon? What is wrong with this man? What's going on in his head? And we could have gone on and on, because we talked for about an hour, and I'm like, I can't wait to see this article. It's very good. Recoil Magazine.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I keep looking at my watch, not because I'm in a hurry, but because they're going to start meow, meow. You're not an F1 fan? Yeah. Well, you don't have to go. You got to watch it on Drive to Survive, Netflix.
I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So good.
But just being out there in that atmosphere, right across
Oh,
the African
my God. We'll do a live on Sunday for certain, everybody. So make sure you tune in, because we're at the paddock at the Paris. It's astounding, because my buddy John, happy birthday John, Marine Scout Sniper, Johnny Boy, his wife called me a couple months ago, and she said, what do you think John would like better? And it was like hog hunting from a helicopter, which is not hunting at all, but murdering an invasive species from a chopper somewhere in Midland, Texas, or something else, or blah, water rafting. And I'm a selfish person, so I said, You know what he really wants? He wants to go to Vegas and see the Formula because they're all F1 fans. And she's like, oh my God. Then I told Shelly, and then that day, I think it was that day, Shelly says, all right, I got the paddock seats and blah, blah, blah. And we're talking, it's a nice birthday gift. He's 40 now. But we're talking the full bar, free. Well, nothing's free, we pay for it. 2 levels on the track, and then you've got guys serving, I mean, next level. Say words, Shelly.
I can't think of it.
Say word. Prime rib.
Prime rib, yes.
Oh wow.
They're cutting up the prime rib. Is this blurry as hell?
No.
They're cutting up the prime rib. Yeah. Prime rib.
Oysters.
Oh my God. Oysters on the half shell, which I won't touch in Vegas.
Seafood.
Sushi,
Desserts,
seafood, Nobu.
barbecue
And I
cheese.
can't tell you, I'm not a chocolate guy, but when in Rome, right?
Macarons.
When you're in Switzerland, you eat the Swiss chocolate, all right? When you're in Belgium, you have the French fries smothered in mayonnaise. They cover it in that shit. What movie's that? You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? Oh God, you've seen the
Royale.
movie, bro.
Wait. Back up. What did you say? I'm sorry.
What the?
I got distracted.
You're paying for this. I'm just talking.
Repeat that like last 2 seconds.
I can give you a different line if you want.
Yeah, give me a different line because I forgot everything from first class. And you're referencing a movie and another movie person.
Yo, I know my wife makes a good. I know the fucking coffee is good because I buy the beans. My wife doesn't give a shit.
That's obscure.
Colombian beans.
I'm getting more obscure because it should be harder, not easier. All right.
You called the wolf?
It's the one that says bad
Damn.
motherfucker on it. Come on.
Big Daddy.
In the comments, people are calling. I'm sure, I can't see the comments, but I'm sure people are calling you kooky. Vinny just got back from Europe, and we all know that. Vincent Vega. And my man in Amsterdam, and he says, you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
I know the reference. I just cannot remember.
What do they call it, Shelley?
Royale.
A Royale with cheese. You know why?
No, I didn't know that one at all.
You know why? Well, I assume the metric system. Check out the big brain on Brad. Okay, there's 2 options. That you've never seen this film, which you're thinking is plausible, and I know is impossible. Or when I tell you the movie, you're going to say, holy Jesus, what's wrong with me? All right, let's go to a totally different scene. I'm trying to pick a scene where there's no using the N word, which is very difficult. Very difficult.
You called the wolf?
Shit, you called
That's all
it
you
a
had to
wolf.
say.
That's all you had to say.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I might know which. Okay, give me that other reference. I might remember.
How you feeling?
Pretty fucking
Yeah,
far from
yeah,
all
no.
right.
Yeah. I'm pretty fucking far from all right. I could do this all day.
Every last one of you.
Yeah. Any of you motherfuckers move and I'll execute every last one of you.
No. Don't
Honey
call
bunny?
me. Yeah.
Honey bunny?
Is it on a plane?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's Snakes
No,
on a Plane.
it's not.
Snakes on a Plane.
There we go.
Movie you haven't seen. No. On a fucking plane, Jurassic
Be
Park.
cool, man.
No way.
Be
Be
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Be cool, honey bunny.
What are we gonna be?
We're gonna be cool like Fonzie. Hey, get my wallet out of that bag. Which one is it? It's the one that says bad motherfucker on it.
Yeah.
Are the comments going wild?
No, someone said stop quizzing the poor guy.
You poor guy. You have seen this movie.
I'm not a movie buff at all.
Are you envisioning any of these characters as I say these things?
I've seen the movie.
All right, so name a character even, or the real actor. Anyone.
The main character, he's the main one I can remember.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, right?
There you go. You could say Sam Jackson is the lead, but he's really not. There's a bunch of combined stories in this film, and it's really funny because they all come
Bruce
together,
Willis.
if you will. But Bruce Willis is the main character.
Get the watch
He gets more screen time.
on the nightstand.
Here's another line. This watch had up my ass for 5 years. This uncomfortable hunk of metal. I gotta go back for my watch, honey bunny. No, that's not honey bunny. Gotta go back for my watch, baby. Whose bike is this? Zed's. Where is Zed? Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Now I forgot what movie it is with all this
Pulp
talk.
Fiction, babe.
Pulp Fiction. Oh, now you have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Trey, I love you. Let's get to work. Let's get you some laundries. Let's change your life.
Okay. Danny, I got one last question.
Do it.
Okay. Who was your most successful client?
I don't know, because if that person picked up the phone and called me and told me a story about their life, it would have nothing to do with me, because I'm such a very, very small part of even this process. I wouldn't claim that I'm changing people's lives. I am not changing people's lives. You follow? I'm a very small part of the process. I'm happy. I'm honored. I'm thrilled that somebody might be watching this live and decide I'm not going to buy a laundromat. I won't buy one. I'll own several. I already own one maybe, and I'm going to get more. But I've done my job, if you will. If I've mentored and taught someone not to go out and spend every dime they have on a down payment on a business that is in rented space. You know that story. My most successful client, I don't know how to answer that. If you gave me a finite question, who has the most stores? The Willifords. Who has the happiest life on YouTube? Probably
Hender? I don't know.
Hender, who has one store. I love Hender, but I know Hender well. And so if clients are listening, you know, that question that you asked, the most successful client of mine, that's the happiest people that are having the best life, and I wouldn't take credit for it. You follow? You know, that's not on me.
Yeah.
But I can tell you the most pissed off and unsuccessful clients are the ones that open a store. And I have a few of these, and they go work in the store. They just don't understand what I'm trying to say. Like, stop doing that. You'll never scale. I made a couple, last Christmas, I made visits to New York. My goal was to go to operators that work in their store, that won't get out of the store, and scream at them. His wife's in the background, his beautiful wife. They're 40 years old. They got their whole life ahead of them. That's middle age, let's be honest. Middle age isn't 50. I'm not going to live to be 117. And his wife is back there folding clothes. I'm like, what are you doing? How can you get another store when you're doing this? So your big question, when you ask me that, it turns into a philosophy lesson more than anything. You know, I know that I have moments in my life where I'm happy. What I do is twice a day, I need to literally tell myself, for my mental health, I'm happy. It's obvious if I make love to my wife on a certain day, right? That's a pretty obvious moment where everything is good. And then you have to have another moment. Maybe I'm hammering nails and I'm like, you know what? That just felt good. I feel great. I need a cigar. You know, I mean, these, you have to tell yourself. Mental health, so important. And listen to me, having X amount of money is not going to change your mental health. It's just not.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Some people come to this place and they lose 10 grand and they're bent out of shape for months. Well, you never should have put that money down because you likely thought you would win 10 grand. Don't do that. I like to gamble. Does that make sense? Last night, drinking whiskey, smoking a cigar, and meeting this couple next to me, he goes, how do you get paid every time the dice roll $175? I said, let me show you. It's the system, you know, not that you're going to make money, but at least break even, play the house, and play the come bet. And he never did a come bet, so I taught him. And when we left, they were like, why are you coloring up? Oh, don't go. And I'm like,
Be
dude,
worried.
it's time. We've made our money.
All right, my phone is gonna die.
Oh my God, Shelly's phone is gonna die, which means we're gonna hang up on you, Trey. It's over. It's over. I'm gonna text you a thing and some private videos. You've earned it. And I'm gonna yell at Nigel and we'll get to work.
Can't wait to work with you, man.
Let's do it, brother.
Thanks for the call.
And thanks for being on the live. Go comment on the live. Love you. Talk to you. Ciao. All right, what are the comments, if any?
Thoughts on leaving Las Vegas?
Oh,
The
God.
movie. We're talking about
You know
movies now.
what? A film like that I watched when it came out, and I didn't understand it. And that's a movie that I need to watch again because, like, I hated Ocean's 12, right? And now that movie is what? How old? Like, how old's Ocean's
I know.
11? These are
It's
like,
old.
when Ocean's 11 came out, I was really mad. We're talking about Vegas movies, I guess. I was really angry because the original was so cool and it was the friggin' Rat Pack. And now they decide to remake it. I was like, no, I'm not going to see this movie. I hate this movie. But I'm like, all right, it's got George Clooney, right? There's very few
The first
men that I
movie
would
was
trade
great.
places with.
Yeah.
And it was good. The lines were great. Shelley and I are always quoting.
Think we need one more?
Always quoting movies. You know, you think we need one more?
No.
You think we need one
We
more?
need one more.
Next comment.
TJ from Texas, have amazing Thanksgiving. Thank you for what you
Happy
do.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Yes, I invested in my future with your course.
Oh, cool.
Sandy, we are ready, Danny. Can't wait to make calls on Tuesday.
Let's do it.
Hector's thanking me. Thank you.
Hector?
Hector Torres.
Oh, Hector Torres. Hey, Hector. Hector, let's get to work, dude.
Marquis needs a pair of your boots.
Oh! Shit, yeah, my Caymans. Caymans? What are these called?
Yeah, I think
Cayman?
so.
Yeah. Yeah. These are kind of cool. I
Someone
love this
said
part of a cowboy boot.
Paris and China.
I love this
Haha.
part, but strangely, unless a chick is wearing them, you never get to see that part.
Yeah.
Or you could be totally retarded and you're talking, man. How's this?
No.
Oh, they got to see my. Yeah, it's going.
Oh, now it's going back. Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So when you roll around with this thing in Vegas,
Here, do you want it forward so you can talk?
I don't know what you're talking about. I want the comments.
Yeah, that's it, baby.
God,
Someone said the watch was the funniest story. Yeah.
the watch.
Yeah, from Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, with this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass. Kids, I love you. Your marching orders. Can you see me? Because it's dark as
Yeah,
hell in
I
here.
can see you. It is dark. There's that light
But is
doesn't
the
work.
phone picking things up the way it should?
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Let's do a Fellini in the mirror.
Yeah, everybody's seen all your wares.
Seen all my wares? know what that means.
I have to plug my phone in if you're wanting to say goodbye.
I'm gonna say adios, kids. I'm gonna send Trey a text. If your goal is to get on the horn with me, I do the strangest thing in the world. I do a one-time fee. It's a couple bucks, and you get my phone for life. I don't charge by the minute or by the hour. I know that some of the fake gurus out there are doing exactly that. 30 minutes is $750. Wow. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Well, that, I think I'm worth $1,500 an hour because I know what it costs to go to the doctor.
Talk about you.
No hatred. My wife is back here thinking she's going to tell me what to do and what to say, which is not her job at all. Is it?
No.
It's your job to sit and look cute,
Mm-hmm.
which you're doing a pretty good job at.
My phone is dying.
What are we going to do tonight?
Practice 3 starts up in 10 minutes, and
What is that? Where's your watch?
qualifying.
Where's your watch?
Oh my God! Starts at 8.
Hello? People want to see. She thinks
Alright,
it's
I've
weird.
seen it.
People want to see it.
Okay, you're funny.
Baguettes. Oh. Oh.
You're funny.
She only has
Are we
one
changing?
watch.
Oops. It's my
Good
finger.
night, everybody. Your marching orders. By the way, you want to consult directly with me? Get the course. You're gonna. Then when we get on the phone, it's mostly just talk about your life, whether you're well positioned to change that life and to do this thing. This is millions of dollars. Okay. Starting with what? One step. I'm not a motivational speaker because motivational speakers are full of shit. I may be full of shit, but I'll tell you what, I know this business and I know how to do it, how to scale, how to do it without putting your time into the location when it's set up. It's all in the silly course, which is so inexpensive, it's dumb. Especially now compared to others who are charging thousands, and in 2 cases, 10,000 for a course. I love you guys too much for that. I've changed too many people's life. Your job is making someone else money, guaranteed. So let's get you out of that job. Comment on this. Let me know what your goal is. That's the comment section in this video. Let me know what your goal is. Ciao. Kisses.